Hey guys, I just wanted to jump on and give a quick demo of this really cool new product I've been using called PRDGPT. Basically, it's an AI solution for anybody who's designing product, working in the product area, trying to brainstorm new features or create product requirement documentation. So the first thing you do is basically give it some kind of custom information about who you are. So I'm just going to go to my account. And then in my account, I give it some information about who I am, my company. I can also decide the role. And then I also put in my kind of industry focus and how I want the communication style and feedback style to operate. So this then customizes the results based on me and my business. I'm then also able to customize the outputs that I get in terms of what quality of PRD I get. I can create my own templates, upload my own templates for my business, use existing ones, or practice industry, follow best practice in the industry. So it's really, really good. I can also integrate it with Google Drive and save things automatically there. So really helpful in terms of organization and file management. So once I've kind of trained PRD GPT on exactly what I want, then we can move over to the fun part, which is facilitating product development. So I can use it to help me draft a PRD, I can use it to help me brainstorm new features or make tough product decisions. So for example, if I want to brainstorm a new feature, we can basically have a conversation about my industry and sector, and it will give me advice on new features and new things that I should be doing. Here's an example of when I basically asked it to help me brainstorm some new ideas. And what it did was it actually found my ICPs, had a conversation with me about my ICPs, and then brainstormed some incredible feature ideas with me that I actually hadn't even thought of. So here's an example of where I told it, these are my ICPs. And then it said, okay, well, based on your ICPs, your website, and the research I've done, here are some suggested features that I think you should do to your business. And some of them I hadn't even thought of, and they've now made it to the top of our roadmap. So it's a really powerful tool because what it does is it facilitates you coming up with ideas much more quickly. And then what you can do is you can take those ideas and refine them. Instead of typically what would take weeks, you can now do it in minutes. And you can also take these PRDs, upload them to V0 or UX Pilot or other AI solutions and go from ideation to live mockup in a matter of minutes. So it's really transformative for that product cycle of coming up with an idea, putting it in front of customers and getting feedback. And for a small team like mine, what this means is I can get the outputs and quality of a very large team in a fraction of the time. So I'm able to get a really high quality PRD, which means there's very little gaps or nuances for my development team in terms of the implementation of the ideas and features that I have. So it increases the quality of performance, not just for me as someone who's looking at product, but for everybody down the line in terms of the entire build, they're getting better guidance and ultimately we're getting better outcomes. And I think one of the main reasons I wanted to hop on and do this demo is because as someone who's running a business as a startup tech business, the cost and pain of constant iteration, miscommunication, like your product is so important. And I think what this tool has enabled us to do as a business is speed up and improve the quality of our overall product development. And I think if you're building an early stage startup, you'd be mad not to adopt something like this, which can help you do it. I know people are using ChatGPT and Perplexity and other tools, but as we all know, what's really important in these models is actually you give them context. So what this is doing is it's remembering every conversation I'm having. It's based purely on my profile and my business. So I'm not getting a weird, unique PRD or having to redo all of that work every time I have a conversation with it, like I would have to do on something that wasn't customized for product and for my business. And lastly, like the great thing about this is that I'm able to really easily then share these PRDs with whether it's anyone on the dev team, even third parties to explore them, edit them, have conversations about them. I can save the PRD or save the conversation in any way that I want. And it really gives me the flexibility to, yeah, leverage AI. It's like having a full-time chief product officer who's actually better than someone I could hire for a fraction of the cost. So highly recommend it. And if you're interested, I'm pretty sure these guys are doing free trials. So yeah, just wanted to hop on and share something that's having a really positive impact for me as a startup founder.